Hey, you all. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West. More specifically, we are on the California Zephyr, and we are barreling towards San Francisco, currently somewhere in Colorado. I just had my first night's sleep on a train, on a cross-country train. I think it's the first time I've ever slept on a moving train. I feel like I've slept one time in a stationary caboose, but this is the first time I think I've slept on a moving train, and it was a interesting experience. I was very optimistic about sleeping on the train. I was talking last night about, I love the sound of the train. I grew up listening to the sound of trains as I went to sleep. And I still find the sound of trains very relaxing. Actually, it was funny because sometimes I listen to train noises when I'm going to bed. I find a YouTube video that has like the train noises. But sleeping on a train is a whole different animal. Now, the train moves. The train moves a lot. And I'm bouncing around a little bit right now. So every so often, every couple hours, I would wake up and it felt like I was on Big Thunder Mountain, because this is I guess this is the wildest ride in the wilderness, keeping me, I did get some sleep, but like, I wake up and it'll just be moving. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I don't know, probably just takes some getting used to. I imagine we'll see. I could see tomorrow night how well I sleep. So yeah, it is day 2 of our train trip. Like I said, we're somewhere in Colorado. It is 6:13 on January 12th, 2025. Today, I'm going to be spending the entire day on the train. I'm waking up on the moving train, and I will fall asleep on the moving train. So an entire day on a train. It's almost like that show, Snowpiercer, where they just live on a moving train. That's kind of what my life is for the next couple days. Tomorrow we will be arriving in San Francisco, but today it's all about the train. I got up really early. It's still dark out because I wanted to get a full day of beautiful views, and really excited because coming through Colorado, coming through the Rocky Mountains here pretty soon. So I'm hoping we get some beautiful, breathtaking mountain views today. But first, it is breakfast time. I think breakfast started at 6, so I think we're going to wander back down to the dining car and get a little something to eat. So please, follow me. So yeah, I did toss and turn a bit because of the constant motion, and there's the cords with the cord situation. It was a little difficult trying to get that in order, just because the cords are like burning all over top me, and my CPAP cord has to, oh my gosh, it is so bouncy. The CPAP cord kind of had to run behind the pillow, although my CPAP was fine. It worked just perfectly, so that was good. That was one of my biggest concerns about taking the train trip. Okay, let's get a little breakfast. Alright, guess I'm going to get my own table for breakfast. So it says their signature is the Amtrak Railroad French toast. I'm really not feeling like a pile of sweet toast at the moment, so I think I'm going to go with the breakfast quesadilla. It's still real bouncy out here. We can enjoy our breakfast while we watch the sunrise here in Colorado. Alright, so my breakfast quesadilla has arrived. Melty cheese and eggs in there, the crispy quesadilla, some salsa to dip that in, and I got a little bacon too. Okay, get some salsa on there. Very warm and yummy. That salsa has a little bit of spice to it. Just the right amount of spice, though, if you ask me. Bacon. Potato. Yeah, you can see that beautiful sunrise coming up. Once again, we've obtained Amtrak Clean Plate Club status. I also noticed there is little Amtrak symbols on the silverware. I think we'll go watch the sunrise from the Sightseer Lounge. Oh boy. Came back here to check out the sunrise here from the comfort of my own roomette. Like I mentioned, it was a bumpy ride last night, kept getting woke up in bed, and for some reason today, as we travel through Colorado, it just does seem a little more bumpy. I noticed during breakfast it felt like everything was moving around. I don't know what causes a train to be more or less bumpy in an area. I don't know if it's maybe the speed of the train or anything like that. If you know why a train would become more and less bumpy over a trip, leave a comment in the comment section. Looks like we're pulling into Denver. Pulling into the Denver rail yard here, you can see the city skyline there. All right, we're allowed to step out for fresh air here in Denver.
What you like? No problem, you're welcome.
You have to go all the way to every day?
Get back to Chicago. I'll sit home on Thursday.
So this is a little bit longer of a fresh air stop. Normally it's like 10 minutes or so. This is actually going to be, I guess they're doing some train things to the train, and that's going to take over an hour. So we can, I guess, wander around just a little bit. So I figure we'll peek inside the train station. We're here at Union Station in Denver, Colorado. Of course, yesterday we were at Union Station in Chicago. Okay. Now it looks like this is actually, in addition to being the train station, it's actually a hotel as well. We have pig train coffee. I'm not sure what a pig train is. Maybe just like a train where they ship pigs in and out of Denver. Over here you can get a pig train coffee t-shirt with Union Station on it. It's another, it says travel by train, Denver Union Station. Come out here on the other side of Union Station, and it appears that we are in downtown Denver. Can't get too far. Probably don't want to go do any museums or attractions in this hour. But yeah, take a little peek out onto the street here. Looks like here in Denver they are still celebrating Christmas. And a beautiful station they have here, but probably don't want to just hang around too much. Probably safer to get back on the train. Okay, so where was that train? Yeah, we got seriously though, we got to find that train. Okay, I think it's down this way. Yeah, I think I'm ready for the warmth, the warmth of the train once again. Sightseer Lounge was pretty full earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and get a seat. So hopefully get some good views when we head into the mountains. And we are departing the station in Denver. Hopefully, as we head up the mountains, we will get some amazing views.
Hey.
Now, I would recommend getting to the Sightseer Lounge as soon as possible in the morning because it filled up really quick. Everyone's here because the views of traveling through the Colorado mountains is coming up. So I'd say pretty much as soon as you eat breakfast, the sun comes up, you want to be in the lounge to take in the views. Oh, there's a big curve here. You can see the front of the train. Old train cars here, full of debris. Said they weld them to the tracks so they don't blow away. There's a herd of elk up there. Yeah, we're kind of slowly winding our way up the mountain. Oh, we just passed through a tunnel. So there's a whole bunch of tunnels in this area. Oh, and look at that. Look at that view. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, another tunnel. Big curve there. You can see the train up ahead. Now this may be crazy, but I feel like you can actually smell the pine trees as we drive by. Over here they're actually building a dam. That's for the water they use in Denver. You can see the reservoir there, water being held back by the dam.
Alright folks, here we go, into the world famous Moffat Tunnel. Please do not go from car to car. Stay in the car that you are presently in for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, this may be the longest I've ever been in one particular tunnel. You can actually kind of smell that like musty air in here as well. I guess there is circulation issues because, again, they don't want you going in between cars because I guess it lets the gross air into the train. But yeah, pretty creepy.
Hey, this is
ski resort right here.
Fraser, Colorado Winter Park. This is your stop, or where do you
Oh yeah, look at all the skiers down
Right, good
there.
idea to go back to your accommodations or your Colorado Winter Park.
Yeah, it got really snowy this side of the mountain. All right, got a fresh air stop here.
Watch step, sir. Watch your step.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Oh boy, there's a lot of snow here. We are in Fraser, Winter Park, Colorado. Getting out here and letting people come out for a moment to get some fresh air and enjoy the snow. That's powdery snow.
6 minutes, guys.
Yeah, even though it's just for a few minutes, I do like taking the fresh air breaks just to come out and just see the world and be able to stand on solid ground for just a few moments as well. All right, so we can get back onto the train. There's like a whole pile of snow here.
Watch your step, sir.
Oh, there we go. did manage to get snow in my Crocs on that brief fresh air break. All right, the conductor just making an announcement that here in Fraser Winter Park, they one time had a temperature of negative 62 degrees, which apparently is the national record.
Now we're going to follow alongside the Fraser River, and we're going to follow alongside the Fraser River going through the Fraser Canyon. Now that is moose country through there.
And we are riding alongside the Fraser River here, and it looks like it's mostly covered in snow and ice, but you can see the river peeking out every so often. Okay, so this is Grandy, Colorado, home of the Killdozer Rampage.
Hardware, which we passed in here on our right-hand side. Got up to the East Hardware, started going through it.
Okay.
Forgot to add a wood floor and a basement. That's where he ended up.
It says that he ended up here at the Ace Hardware.
They had actually called in the National Guard.
That's where the Killdozer wound up.
National Guard got here.
Okay, I knew I had heard of Grandy, but it didn't click until the conductor was telling the story. But yes, that's where the Killdozer Rampage took place, where a disgruntled construction worker spent over a year turning a bulldozer into a weapon, a tank, and when he went on a rampage and began crushing buildings and taking revenge on everyone who he felt had done him wrong. And apparently that Ace Hardware is where he ran, for the final place where he rammed in, and then he fell through the floor and got stuck, and then he eliminated himself. That was Marvin Haymeyer, the driver of the Killdozer, famous for his quote, "Reasonable men must sometimes do unreasonable things." Yeah, this is something special right here. Just being able to sit in my own private room, watch the Colorado River go by, these snowy mountaintops. Wow. Oh, looks like we just went into a tunnel. The emergency thing that glows in the dark apparently. I think we're gonna head into the dining car and get a little bit of lunch. So not as much selection for lunch as there was for dinner. There's a chicken Caesar salad, a grilled cheese sandwich, and either a burger or a patty melt. And they have some vegetarian options. The Beyond Burger and the chili is vegan chili. So I may just have to go with a plain old ordinary burger. And there's our train burger with the cheddar cheese. Some chips. I think we'll put a little bit of mayonnaise and ketchup on this. All right, let's try this burger here. It's actually really good. Pretty good train burger there. So yeah, pretty yummy Amtrak burger there. Now you get dessert with lunch as well. This is a butter cake. Okay, let's try this butter cake here. It's a cake made of butter. Kind of a crust there. It's like a little cup of butter. There we go.
No, I think that's great. I mean, it's more than
Very
one
sugary,
way.
very sweet.
The physical action,
Pretty delicious.
the mental thing, you need more than one way. Swiss cheese on it.
So I was looking for the cafe car as an alternative to the dining car. Let's check down here. Okay, so between meals you can buy snacks in here. Different bags of popcorn and chips, candy bars and muffins. And then you can get your sodas down here as well. Driven on that highway quite a few times there, and now I get to see the highway from the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not a super and I'm not a super for a while. I'm not a super.
It's pastures.
Up on top of that mountain there, you can see Glenwood Caverns, the amusement park at the top of the mountain. I've been on those swings there in the middle. Oh my gosh, it's terrifying. Look how high up that is. The swings actually take you out over the edge, and you can look down on all this. We're taking a little fresh air break here in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. I've actually been here to this town before. So I went up to the Glenwood Caverns, the theme park up on top of the mountain there. You got to take like a gondola up to the top of the mountain. Well, yeah, we can't see that from here, but yeah, I just thought I'd get out and take a peek around Glenwood Springs. A peek that's only going to last a few minutes because they just give you a little bit of time to step out and have a breath on these fresh air stops. This is the Glenwood Springs Amtrak station. They forbade us to go inside. They said that they have left many people here at Glenwood Springs. Apparently people go into the station, look around, get carried away, and then the train leaves without them. Glenwood Springs also where Doc Holliday died. I covered that in a video as well. But alas, you're not allowed to venture out into the wonders of Glenwood Springs. You gotta head back onto the train. Back here on the nice warm train, and we bid adieu to our short time in Glenwood Springs. Yeah, that's one thing. These little stops, they're kind of teasers. I'd love to get out and explore the little towns a little more. As today I've been bouncing back and forth between my roomette here and the Sightseer Lounge, because if there's cool stuff on this side of the car, on the I guess this would be the right hand side of the car, I can see it out my window here, but if something's going on or there's beautiful things to look at on the other side, I have to go back to the back of the train and get in the Sightseer's Lounge in order to see that. So having to flip-flop. Luckily, anything cool on this side I can see just from the comfort of my own room, but if all the cool stuff's going on that way, I gotta go all the way back, and hopefully there's a seat waiting for me back there.
2 hours away.
You actually can see, as we're leaving Glenwood Springs, you can see the gondolas that take you up to the top of Glenwood Caverns.
Good afternoon, everyone. This message is coming from the cafe.
Rolling into Grand Junction, Colorado. All right, we stopped off in Grand Junction, and it's a little longer fresh air break. Got at least 20 minutes here. They said there's actually a shop here that we can check out. So that's a little bitty bit of time off the train. You can see down here the old Grand Junction station here. Cool old building. Guess this is no longer used as the train station. I guess this building here is the current train station. And it says the store entrance is over here. Let's think of some snacks and things you may need on the train. There's a few souvenirs here. Got some Colorado magnets, some Colorado keychains. Yeah, they got some different snacks that they don't necessarily have on the train. A little bit wider selection here. You can get a Klondike bar. Alright, the only diet they have on the train is Diet Coke, so I think I'll grab a few other diet sodas as well, some Diet Mountain Dew. It gets pretty busy in here. Everyone comes off the train and floods in here looking for snacks. They do have some postcards here, and it does say that they do sell stamps, and these are actual pictures taken from the train ride on the Zephyr. So I guess some of these taken from the train. We do have a California Zephyr postcard. That's the first piece of California Zephyr merchandise I found. And this is the Grand Junction train station, much smaller than Union Station in Chicago or in Denver. Oh yeah, look at these on the gate here. Some real cool imagery. That train coming through. And over here is the entire Amtrak system. So we are going here from Chicago through Omaha, Nebraska, cutting directly into Colorado. We are right there in Grand Junction, getting ready to cross over into Utah. So we'll be traveling through Utah and Nevada through the night until we finally reach our goal there in San Francisco. After that, we're going to take the coastal Starlight up here to Seattle, and then taking the Empire Builder there, across Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and then back into Chicago. But yeah, lots of interesting paths you can take on the Amtrak trains. Definitely want to explore, do some more research on these. And if you guys have any recommendations for good routes, leave a comment in the comment section. I think it is time to return to the train. So I guess at the longer stops, they're actually switching out crew. They have, I guess, new engineers, new conductors come on and alternate. Now they still have the same staff that, helps us with the rooms and helps with the dining. I guess stays on through the entire trip, it appears. But yeah, stopping there, I did get all the California Zephyr postcards. I wanted some California Zephyr merch, and this is all I've found so far on this trip. That's the Zephyr there, or technically the Zephyr is not just one train. It is a route taken by trains that are of the California Zephyr fleet. There is there's another shot of one of the California Zephyrs. And oh yeah, here's train 5 and train 6. It says passing each other. This happened earlier today. This I didn't catch it, but it occurred when we were somewhere in Colorado, where the two trains passed each other. And like I said, they got all they had on here for diet soda is Diet Coke. So I grabbed a few different alternatives. I got the Dr. Pepper. I got a Mountain Dew just for the heck of it, Diet Mountain Dew. And one of my favorite diet sodas, Fresca, the grapefruit soda. That's good. I've been missing soda. Like, usually I drink my Diet Orange. I haven't been able to find it anywhere that didn't have Diet Orange in there. Also, I did grab some chapstick while I was at the store. Yeah, I feel like I'm just absolutely getting spoiled with all these just amazing views right out my window all day long. It's been absolutely beautiful area here as the Zephyr winds through the mountains of Colorado. Look at that formation there. All right, it's dinner time. We're going to try something a little differently. Instead of going to the dining car, where it's kind of difficult to film, when you're in a little booth with 3 strangers. So I had my food brought to my room. Apparently all you need to do is tell the attendant that you'd like to eat in your room, and they will go ahead, take your order, and bring it back to you. So I got my food here just delivered. Oh, okay. Clear. All right, a little box here. Got my ice, my Diet Coke. Oh, there's a couple of little tablets of butter there. Got my silverware, some napkins, and a little cart with a little train on it to eat in. So I went ahead and got the salmon this time. I loved that steak last night, but I did want to try something different. I didn't want to just keep eating the same thing. So we got the salmon there. I guess this is, what is this? Is that, I read it. Is it quinoa? Quinoa there? With, it's like edamame and carrots in it. And some more of those beans and carrots. And I got some plastic silverware there. I think this plate is plastic too. I think this is a plastic plate. So let's try some of this train salmon. And yeah, the train's rocking. All right. The salmon's very good. I would probably take between the two. Man, that steak was the best. I'd probably go with that steak again. But also some really good salmon there. Let's try that. The quinoa? I think it's quinoa. Okay, yeah, it's like kind of like rice. And then edamame and carrots. It's spicy. Ooh, that's spicy. I didn't think that would be spicy, but it is. It's good. Like a little spice. Some beans and carrots. That's very good. Yeah, again, surprising how good the food is on a train. And also, let's see, I think this is, I did get some more, because it was so good last time, I did get some more of those tempura shrimp, which were just so good last night. You get a salad or shrimp. I wanted to try the salad, but I'm like, man, I don't know. Maybe the other trains will have this shrimp too, but I wanted to go ahead and have the shrimp again because they were just so delicious. And I love that like spicy sauce, like a sweet and spicy sauce you can eat with the shrimp. Yeah, it's a good meal. Good meal here. And once again, a member of the Clean Train Club. Although I did want to try some the other dessert they offer, their other dessert offering. It's a blueberry cheesecake. I'm not the biggest cheesecake fan, I think it's just because I don't like the words cheese and cake together. But I do like blueberries. Some good blueberry flavor there. Got really dark outside while we were eating. You can see the sun vanishing over the horizon. So my second day here on the California Zephyr, and I'm still having a really good time. Today it was just amazing, the views. Driving through the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, just seeing the different environments, going along the Colorado River, seeing snow in some places, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Like I said, if you have a private roomette, you can get a good view from your window right here. Of course, if the view's on the other side, you have to go down to the Sightseer Lounge and watch it that way. And then, if you go to the Sightseer Lounge, you can kind of like pick what side you sit on. Of course, it does fill up, and people do like to sit down there, so it can be hard to find a good seat down there. So yeah, I just kind of have to decide, you kind of have to like pay attention on when to be in your room, when to be there. I usually, when I went down there, because I wanted to film on the other side of the train, it wasn't a problem. And as far as just being on a train all day, I found this to be a very enjoyable experience. If I'm having too much, I can just come here to this private area. Again, I can put my feet up, I can relax. My phone service, yesterday I had phone service pretty much all day. Today it was in and out. It went out for a few hours going through the Rockies. So you got to basically figure, if you're near civilization, you have a phone signal. If you're traveling through a mountain pass, you're not going to have one. So it's kind of hit and miss that way. But yeah, it's kind of But the fortunate thing is, when it goes out, when you don't have phone signal, that's also when the best views are. So it's time to put your phone down and just enjoy the scenery during those times. I don't know, honestly, if I just got a coach seat, I don't know, which is just basically a chair that you sit in. I don't know if I would be pretty freaked out right now. I think just being able to get away, having this privacy is pretty amazing. Yeah. Also, if you're in the coach seats, you're not guaranteed to get a meal. The upcharge for meals is like, if you paid for every meal, it's almost probably coming close to it would be like $100 a day if you just paid for the food. So a lot of people were asking like how much this cost. I think the rate changes depending on what time of year it is. I tried to check on the app and it gave me different prices for different times of the year. But I paid $621 for these accommodations from Chicago to San Francisco, the entire train ride. All the meals are covered while I'm on the train. So that sounds like a lot of money initially, but if you think about it, you're not having to pay any gas in your car. You're not having to pay to stay in a hotel overnight, and you're not having to pay for meals. So that's like everything wound up in one. And I probably would pay that same amount if I just on gas, hotel rooms, and food for that period of time. So it all kind of made sense to me. I think for the next tier up for the deluxe rooms, I think it was like $1,000, so it would have been an extra like $400 to stay in one of those. I may try one of those at one point, but really this is pretty much all I need. I don't see what I would really need in one of those deluxe rooms. So yeah, I'm still learning. This whole process is pretty easy to catch on with. I mean, sometimes there's just a little bit of confusion on the process. Some people that have been doing this longer, but I think I've caught on pretty good. I think I know pretty much how to maneuver on a train after 2 days on the train. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Again, Travels with Kev does great breakdowns on his website. He gave me some pointers before I headed out, so I would direct you to him if you have specific, like, nuts and bolts questions, but I'd be happy to answer any questions about my experience, kind of what I liked, what the experience was like. So leave those comments in the comment section. I did spend quite a bit the day, when I had self-service, I did check comments. I tried to respond to a lot of them, but I did read all the comments today. I'm really happy you guys are enjoying this and supportive of this adventure and are coming along with me on this adventure. There was a few comments that were concerned about the fires in California. I mean, obviously that's a tremendously serious situation, tremendously heartbreaking situation. San Francisco's pretty far north of Los Angeles. It's like a 6, 7, 8, 9 hour drive. I know that wasn't very specific, but it's a good long drive. For those of you who haven't been to California, San Francisco's pretty far away from Los Angeles. I mean, it's possible, with the wind, that you could get smoke or haze from Los Angeles, but as far as the city, I don't see any reason that would prevent me from going there and enjoying myself. So don't worry about that. That is another part of California. I mean, definitely worry about those people, but don't worry about me. Oh, they're stopping. Are we in Utah? Oh yeah. They're doing a stop, but this is a stop that doesn't have a fresh air break. Certain stops, they just get on, get off. Other stops, they let you get out and have fresh air. But if you want the fresh air, you gotta make sure you're away from the people that are smoking, because it's kind of the opposite of a fresh air break at that point. But I've always, as long as I'm like up and around, I always like to hop out, just see what I can see from the train. Again, it would be fun if they stopped for a little longer, like if they stopped for like 2 hours and let you just poke around the town a little bit. I think that'd be fun. But I got to get to San Francisco, and tomorrow that's what's going to happen. Now, if I was going to spend the tomorrow on the train, that might be a day too many on a train. But I'm very excited that I'm going to be arriving in San Francisco tomorrow. And the last very leg of the trip, the train doesn't go all the way to San Francisco, but the Amtrak has a bus that takes you from the train station and takes you into San Francisco. And I've booked a hotel that's right downtown. I'm not burdened by having my car to worry about. I don't have to worry about my car getting smashed in. But I'm going to be kind of staying kind of really near like the Fisherman's Wharf area. I plan on riding the trolley cars, going around town, and if you have suggestions, definitely things that are like right in the heart of the city there, I would love to check out things that I can get to from the trolley car, things that I can get to from walking or public transportation. I'd love suggestions on what you guys would like to see me check out in San Francisco. And if you want to give suggestions for Seattle as well, I will be there at some point in the future. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the positive response to this. It's always nervous when you're doing something new, and but some of those rewarding things that I do are things that I felt a little uncomfortable about. I did want to mention, so a lot of people did talk about the dining car situation. For filming purposes, I think it's better to just bring my food in here and eat it with you guys. But they just seat you with strangers. So they seat people in one table, and when that table fills up, they start seating the other table. They don't give you an option. They don't present it as you having any option and to sit alone. It's there's only so many people on a train. I think they like to keep it really compact. And some people, in the comment section, some people said they were really terrified of that idea. Well, I would say if you're worried about that, just take your food to your room. And some people really said they enjoyed that. That was a big part of their train trips, was sitting and chatting. For me, you know, some people were concerned when I was saying that I had a hard time talking with people. I love the idea. Like, I love the idea of sitting around with fellow travelers and telling stories, and it's just difficult for me. I'm on the spectrum. I have social anxiety. That's a part of that. So it's just difficult for me. It's just difficult for me to not act super awkward and just not know what to say. You know, I chatted every meal. I chatted a little bit with the people, and everyone was very nice. The crew is very nice. The other passengers are very nice. Just a very positive vibe here on the train. So I don't totally hate the idea. I just I get stressed out, and they're really, like, the booths are a little small. So if they put you next to someone, you're right there next to them. It's not like you can just, like, spread out or sit on the edge. Like, you are right there pressed up against them. So just something to consider. I think it's, you know, if you love talking to people and love socializing, it's a great opportunity to meet people and have conversations. You know, if you are have social anxiety, or just don't really like that thing, you always have the option of taking it back here and eating your food on your little tray table in your room. So a lot of options. Again, if you have any questions for me, I will do my best to answer you guys' questions that you leave in the comments section. But now, I think I'm going to get this video edited. I didn't have any problems uploading last night, so I hope we can keep that streak. We'll just see how it goes. Again, if I miss a day, it's probably because of upload weirdness. But tomorrow's the big day, getting to San Francisco. Hope you guys will come along with me on this journey to San Francisco, to the train to Seattle, the Coastal Starlight, and then the train from Seattle back to Chicago, the Empire Builder. So I'm excited to check out all these trains and these cities, and I hope you guys are too. Now, if you like these videos, consider contributing to a Patreon. $3 or more get you a postcard once a month from me. Also, the Etsy shop is chock full of merchandise. I restocked the pins. We still have motel key fobs. We still have pressed pennies. If you want all that, check down below in the description. And all those things help keep this train on the track, also this boat in the water, and also this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag. Also, the train has a smell to it. You can smell, like, the train smell rising up. I don't like most smells, but for some reason I oddly enjoy it. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.